Every year, one ancient material quietly controls the global silk market. Behind luxury fashion and everyday clothing lies an industry powered by billions of silkworms. China now produces nearly 80% of the world's silk, with more than 100,000 tons manufactured annually. What begins as fragile cocoons in vast farms is transformed into one of the most valuable fabrics in human history. Silk is no longer reserved for royalty. Today, it is woven into daily life and shipped worldwide, playing a crucial role in the global apparel industry across the United States, Europe, and beyond. In this video, we take you inside China's silk industry, revealing the journey from silkworm farming and cocoon production to modern technologies that have turned an ancient craft into a global powerhouse. Silkworms are one of the very few insects fully domesticated by humans, bred and cultivated for thousands of years with a single goal: producing silk of exceptional quality. Inside a single cocoon, a mature silkworm can spin up to 1,000 meters of continuous silk thread. To produce just 1 kilogram of raw silk, the industry relies on 5,000 to 6,000 cocoons, a silent workforce of thousands, each contributing a single fragile thread to a much larger system. To many observers, silkworms appear strange, even unsettling. Yet behind their unusual appearance lies a biological treasure that has fueled global trade, fashion, and craftsmanship for centuries. What seems small and fragile is, in reality, a living engine of one of the world's most valuable textile industries. The journey begins with the meticulous selection of silkworm eggs, a process that demands experience, precision, and strict quality control. Millions of eggs are laid in a single cycle, carefully collected by farmers and transferred to specialized incubation rooms. Here, temperature and humidity are monitored continuously, creating an artificial environment that mirrors nature at its most perfect. Every degree, every percentage of moisture matters, as these conditions determine the strength, growth rate, and
once the eggs hatch, the larvae, known as young silkworms, enter a phase of astonishingly rapid growth. From this moment on, their survival depends entirely on a single food source: fresh mulberry leaves. Nothing else will sustain them. The quality of these leaves directly determines the strength, smoothness, and value of the silk that will eventually be produced. To support their early development, farmers finely chop the mulberry leaves, tailoring the size precisely to the tiny mouths of the newly hatched larvae. Feeding happens constantly, day and night, transforming quiet rearing rooms into living production lines. What follows is one of nature's most extreme growth cycles. During the larval stage, a silkworm can consume up to 50,000 times its own body weight, converting simple leaves into pure protein with remarkable efficiency. As the silkworms feed, they shed their skin multiple times, growing larger and stronger with each molting phase. Rows of trays slowly fill with movement, sound, and life. What appears chaotic is in fact carefully managed, monitored by experienced hands that understand timing down to the hour. In just a few short weeks, these fragile larvae will reach the final stage of their transformation. To sustain this immense appetite, Chinese farmers have tightly integrated silkworm rearing with large-scale mulberry cultivation, turning mulberry farming into a crucial supporting industry. Today, millions of hectares across China are dedicated to mulberry trees, forming the backbone of the global silk supply chain. Clean, controlled environments are essential. Farmers still use powdered lime, a simple yet effective traditional method, to disinfect rearing areas and maintain proper pH levels, reducing disease and protecting cocoon quality. Silkworms thrive within a narrow climate range, requiring temperatures between 20 and 28 degrees Celsius and humidity levels of 80 to 85%. While sericulture once relied almost entirely on manual labor, modern equipment now enhances feeding and care. This fusion of tradition and technology continues to secure China's leadership in the global silk industry. As the silkworms enter the cocoon spinning stage, farmers introduce specially designed square frames made from wood or reinforced paper. Simple in appearance yet remarkably effective, these frames create a stable, structured space where each silkworm can attach itself and begin spinning. This is the most critical phase of the entire cycle, the moment when weeks of feeding and growth are finally converted into silk. Guided purely by instinct, each silkworm releases a continuous filament, wrapping it carefully around its body, layer by layer. The frames are engineered to keep the spacing just right, preventing entanglement and allowing every cocoon to form evenly. Over the course of several days, the silkworm works almost without pause, producing a single unbroken thread that can stretch hundreds, sometimes even thousands, of meters in length. Farmers monitor this process with extreme precision. Temperature, humidity, and timing must remain perfectly balanced until the cocoon is complete. Too early or too late, and the quality of the silk can be compromised. When conditions are ideal, the result is extraordinary. In a single season, large-scale farms can harvest millions of cocoons, each one a compact bundle of labor, biology, and time. What appears delicate and fragile is, in fact, the foundation of a global industry. These pale, lightweight cocoons represent the final stage of the silkworm's life, and the first step in transforming nature into one of the world's most prized materials. Destined for factories, fashion houses, and markets across the globe. Before being sent into production, silkworm cocoons must undergo a strict screening process. Specialized equipment is used to remove damaged or low-quality cocoons, ensuring that only the finest ones are selected for producing high-end silk products. Next, the cocoons move into boiling lines, a decisive stage that allows silk filaments to separate cleanly, eliminates bacteria, and removes remaining impurities. This controlled process preserves the integrity of the fiber and guarantees silk of the highest quality. It is the moment when something fragile begins its transformation into a material valued across the world. Before the age of machines, silk reeling was a highly skilled craft, mastered only through years of experience. Today, once the cocoons are softened, advanced machinery takes over. Filaments from multiple cocoons are drawn simultaneously, twisted together, and wound into a single continuous thread, ensuring exceptional length, strength, and consistency. A typical silk filament measures just 10 micrometers in diameter, thinner than a human hair, yet its tensile strength rivals that of steel when compared by weight. This rare balance of delicacy and durability makes silk unlike any other natural fiber. While modern technology has dramatically increased productivity and reliability, traditional hand-reeling methods remain essential for premium silk and intricate designs. In these cases, automation and human craftsmanship work side by side, preserving techniques refined over centuries. After reeling, silk undergoes further processing tailored to its final purpose. Some fibers are woven into luxury fabrics for fashion, embroidery, and interior design. Others are used in medical applications, including surgical sutures, valued for their safety and biocompatibility. Silk also plays a role in electronics, insulation materials, and even cosmetics, shampoos, and skincare products, where its natural proteins help soften and protect the skin. The silk industry represents a perfect fusion of ancient tradition and modern innovation, reflecting the global prestige and enduring influence of Chinese silk. From microscopic threads to refined products, this remarkable journey continues to inspire. Thank you to viewers around the world for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming stories. See you in the next episode.